Y'all already did one of those secret industry weddings?
No, there has not been a secret industry marriage. I think that it's a little personal, you know what I mean? But just like, to be real with you, just like any people who have dealt with love, we've had our ups and downs, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's still finding the right navigation through it all. I don't know if to me, marriage symbolizes like the best relationship. You know, people be like, well, you gotta get married. To me, I feel like having a relationship is first and foremost, and like marriage is a byproduct of that. And I feel like a lot of people get the idea of like, oh, you have to get married. But then it's like, to me, that's almost a fear-based way of thinking too, because then people be getting divorced.
Okay, listen up, because this story got everybody buzzing. Jhene Aiko and Big Sean have reportedly ended their relationship after 10 years together, and people are shocked. Sources are saying Jhene wanted to lock it down with marriage, but Big Sean just wasn't trying to take it there, no matter how many times she pushed for that commitment. She gave him several chances, but that ring still wasn't showing up. And look, it's clear he cared about her in his own way, but he wasn't moving toward that next step at all. So Jhene did what she needed to do for herself and walked away, and honestly, nobody can blame her for choosing her peace. Now here's the part everyone keeps talking about. Big Sean did an interview with Charlemagne where he straight up admitted he wasn't ready to marry Jhene. He said their relationship needed a lot more work and that marriage wasn't something he was focused on. So Jhene already knew exactly where he stood. But this is where it starts getting messy. People remember that Big Sean was engaged to Naya Rivera. Yes, the actress from Glee who tragically passed away in a drowning accident. And here's the kicker.
Time they've been on and off, it's been well over 10 years. And I guess they recently came public with it. They say they've been separated for a minute now, but they just now letting us know. Jhene Aiko said that she realized Big Sean is never going to give her a ring, and that's what she won't. And she said it just came to the point where it's just time for them to go their separate ways. My thing is, sir, you knew this whole time you didn't want to marry that woman. And they've been through so much. We didn't watch this girl tattoo his whole face, cover it back up, and tattoo it again. They've been on and off like every other couple. What y'all gotta realize is these are still human beings. The only difference is they got more money than us. They go through the same situations. We just from the outside looking in, so we don't know how Big Sean looking at her. We don't know what toxic traits she come with, this, that, and the third. But 10 years, bro, come on, man, 10 years. You wasted baby girl time. I wish them the best. I hope, you know what I'm saying, I guess that they still co-parenting and they say they still good friends. After 10 years, why hate each other? Y'all might as well be best friends. She also dropped a song explaining why they broke up. And this is just a prime example of time doesn't matter. If a motherfucker ain't gonna treat you right, give you what you want, just walk away.
They started dating in 2013 and got engaged the same year after only a few months together. A few months. But he couldn't marry Jhene after a whole decade and a baby together? It's wild. From what I'm hearing though, they ended things respectfully. No drama, no chaos, and right now they're putting their energy into co-parenting their 3-year-old son, keeping everything calm and mature. But let's be real for a second, because 10 years is a long time to stay with someone when you've told them over and over that marriage is your end goal. Anyone can understand why that became a deal breaker for her. A whole decade is plenty of time to figure out if you want that future together, and she already knew what she wanted from the start. I feel like she held on as long as she possibly could. But the truth is simple. You cannot push a man into doing something he's not ready for, especially marriage. And even if someone agrees to marry you out of pressure, that vibe shows up later and you end up carrying the weight of that choice throughout the whole relationship. So her stepping away actually took strength, and I really respect that. I know it had to be tough for her because they share a child and she poured so much time and energy into that relationship. This is going to be a real healing journey for Jhene, and she deserves space to breathe and rebuild. And here's something interesting. Jhene posted a song on her Instagram just 2 days ago called Break. Then today she went on her IG stories and revealed she had been working on that track for a while, which had people wondering what she was really feeling during all of this. Let's be straight about this, because spending 10 full years with someone after telling them again and again that marriage is what you want is a lot to carry. Anyone can see why that turned into a deal breaker for her.
The streets are saying that Jhene Aiko and Big Sean broke up, and a lot of people are upset for Jhene Aiko because they're like, oh my god, he wasted her time for 10 years, like they were together for 10 years and now they have a kid together just for them to break up, da 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 da. But here's the thing, nobody can waste your time. Jhene Aiko wasted her own time. I could have told you years ago exactly how their love story and how their situation would play out. When I saw that she had his whole fucking face tattooed on her, oh, I already knew how this shit would go. Because here's the thing, you should never love a man more than he loves you, and you should also not stick around longer than you should. For you to get a man's whole face tattooed on you, it shows me a lot about your relationship.
A whole decade is more than enough time to figure out whether you want that forever life together, and she never hid what she was hoping for. She stayed as long as she realistically could. But here's the truth. People hate to say out loud. You can't push a man into a serious commitment he's not ready for, especially marriage. And if someone only says yes because they feel pressured, that tension comes back later and it weighs down the relationship hard. Her choosing to walk away took real strength, and that deserves respect without question. And let's not forget, they share a child, and she invested so much time, love, and effort into that relationship. So this wasn't some easy choice she made overnight. This next chapter is going to be a deep healing process for Jhene, and she deserves all the space she needs to rebuild and breathe again. Now here's the part that had the internet going wild. Jhene posted a song on Instagram just 2 days ago titled Break. Then earlier today, she hopped on her IG stories and said she'd been working on that track for a while, and instantly people started connecting the dots. The timing had everyone wondering what emotions she was dealing with behind the scenes, and the whole situation started looking way deeper than anyone thought. Things took an even wilder turn when fans started digging deeper into Big Sean's recent moves, and now people are side-eyeing everything he's been doing. Folks noticed he's been popping up at events, taking pictures, smiling like everything is cool, while Jhene has been dropping emotional posts and music that clearly came from a real place. The contrast had people talking non-stop. Then out of nowhere, screenshots started floating around claiming that Big Sean's team has been pushing the narrative that he needed space and felt misunderstood, which instantly had the internet asking questions. Because if he needed space so badly, why didn't he say that directly instead of letting things drag on for years? The whole situation had fans debating what was really going on behind the scenes. Even more, some people started pulling up old interviews where Jhene talked about wanting stability and a long-term foundation, while Big Sean always danced around questions about marriage. Seeing those clips now had everyone feeling like the breakup was building for a long time, even if nobody wanted to admit it back then. And social media started heating up when fans noticed Jhene unfollowed a few people connected to Big Sean, and the internet wasted no time creating theories. Some said she was just protecting her peace. Others said it was a sign she was cutting ties all the way. And some even claimed there might have been more tension in the relationship than anyone realized. She said she had been working on that song since 2021, and now everyone is noticing how the lyrics hit different. It really feels like the track connects straight to the breakup, which makes it look like she had been thinking about walking away for a long time. The signs were there, and people are finally putting the pieces together. Let me know what you think in the comments, because this whole situation got folks talking loud. Are you shocked they split after all these years? And how do you feel about him getting engaged to Naya after just a few months, but not being willing to marry Jhene after a full decade together? That part still has people confused. Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share what you think. Don't forget to turn on notifications, and I'll catch you in the next one.
I blame all the people who kept asking him, when are you going to marry her? Not everybody is a Christian, and marriage is really important in Christianity. But if you're not a Christian, then you just look at the contractual obligations of marriage and how difficult it is to get out of one. They're both multimillionaires. I don't know how many multimillionaires are seeing this video, but when you're a multimillionaire, divorce is one of your worst nightmares because you have to divide assets. Yeah, and somebody's going to get alimony. Somebody's going to get child support. And it's going to be astronomical because you're both multimillionaires. It's not, marriage is a nightmare for people who are having money. I'm just sorry, it's a nightmare. You watch these people like Tyreek Hill who only 2 years in the marriage and now they're getting divorced. He got to pay $500K lump sum and then $50K a month till the child is 19, and he's also got to give her a $100,000 car. So y'all kept pressing this man, asking him when he's going to marry her, when he's going to marry her. It's been 10 years, bro. It never takes 10 years for somebody to get married, if that's what's going to happen. It never takes 10 years to get married if that's what's going to happen. She tattooed his face on her arm. Tattoos are a big deal when a woman doesn't have a lot. If she's got like 30 tattoos and she gets another one, it doesn't mean nothing. It's just ink to her. But if she only got like 3 tattoos and you're one of those tattoos, you are her life and her death. You are her everything. And she's one of those women who don't have a lot of tattoos. So he was incredibly important to her. But it's nobody's fault. It's just love is a choice you make every day. And they just decided to stop making that choice. That's all. Oh well, we're going to get some good music out of it, aren't we?